the ATS rolled up to my door, it's immediately not the car I expected, both in terms of size and the aggressive styling and the interior. I mean, all the doodads that are built into it. So a very different Cadillac than what I thought would be dropped off at my door. The first thing that comes out to me are the headlights. I find the front headlights to be just a really sexy, aggressive design. It's sort of the opposite of what you see in most other cars, where they're trying to make them appear like human eyes and they run horizontally, whereas these headlights have that vertical sweep back, and that immediately struck me as being something aggressive and different. So the car's got kind of a muscular stance to it, shoulders and things like that. So from the outside, very impressive without being overly flashy. It's an exceptionally high performance vehicle. I mean, it's got a huge engine. The model that I had was the V6 model. Very smooth power right across the band and really impressive that way. It's got a remote starter, which was awfully nice when I had this car in January and the snow was coming down. So getting the kids' boots on, I just press the button. The car's seat warmers are up and ready to go by the time I get in. First thing you notice if you're a driver's driver is a nice chunky steering wheel, which I really like. The wheel is obviously full of technology. I mean, almost everything is accessible from the steering wheel itself. You've got your radio controls, but the whole cue system can be accessed from this way too. So I can see on the panel, I can swap through tire pressure gauges, I can control my phone, I can obviously do shifting using the paddles that are right here. So the wheel is a big deal right off the bat. The next thing you notice right away, I think, is just the quality of the leather on the interior. I mean, if you look through the car, you've got the Cadillac logo emblazoned in looks like a steel or a chrome right into the red leather. Really, really nice, high quality stuff that, again, you wouldn't necessarily expect in the entry level of a luxury line even, which is what this is. And then you look at the console, and the console is phenomenal. So it almost looks like it's not there. It's a piece of industrial design that has kind of the graphite and the chrome and the steel. None of the buttons show up until you turn the car on, and then everything's illuminating. And it's all, again, touch sensitive. So you tap it, you get that tactile feedback, and something happens. And right at the center of it all is the big screen that controls the cue. So the first impression when you get in is really, really high end. I drive, as I said, a tremendous amount for work, so nobody's going to discount safety features, and the car is absolutely packed with them. A lot of them are passive that you may not even notice, but what I did notice about the Cadillac is a lot more of that is active safety features. So the lane departure stuff. At one point I was driving and had a guy cut me off in front, and suddenly the heads-up display is flashing red in front of the hood there, and the immediate reaction is to step on the brakes, which is of course exactly what you would want to do, but it's hardwired into you, and the car speaks to you in a way that is very tactile and beneficial that way. So safety features are a real differentiator for many cars, and I think the ATS holds up really well there. At its core, this is a driver's car. You really feel the road in this car. It's responsive. It handles really wonderfully. I mean, it is a sports sedan in the purest sense of the word.